How we doing? No Chris? No Molly? No Holden? I think he emailed me. We going to basketball tonight? Who's going to basketball? You get it back in, right? If you didn't use it last week.
No, I think you get another one.
I think
I get another one.
I don't. Good luck with that. Okay, that's all I'll tell you. Does everybody know about baseball on Sunday?
We're going.
You know what they're wearing?
Outfit T-shirts.
No, do you know what the baseball team is wearing? Yeah. No, the Aggie baseball team. You guys don't even pay attention. They're wearing a uniform to honor the Corps.
Oh, we were told it was the Corps baseball team. I was like, I'm not going to that.
Who told you that?
Someone from our outfit told us that.
The lack of information and like the miscommunication you guys have is astonishing. The Aggie baseball team on Sunday's game, which the weather should be nice, is wearing a uniform dedicated to Bravos. Right? I had a senior who got to see them because they're all top secret right now. He said they're awesome. He wouldn't tell me why he got to see them. Okay? And then I had a junior who said a senior saw them and said they're not that great. So you can decide what you want to do with that information. But I would encourage you to go. I have season baseball tickets. I have drill this weekend, so I can't go. So my seniors, we had a rock, paper, scissors tournament for my tickets. So they got good seats. So when you saw me carrying pizza the other day, it was not for class. But seniors get more than you guys. Okay. So they've been with me longer. Okay, so good luck to basketball tonight. Hope you guys go and have fun. If you can, you get free tickets to the baseball game on Sunday. I would highly encourage you to go. Okay. I think they're just letting you guys wear outfit T-shirts. Yeah. So it was going to be Bravos, but.
Oh, it was?
It was, yeah. Now, I don't know why you would want to go and not represent the Corps, right? So I get you don't like wearing a uniform, but anyway. Okay. Tell me about Chick-fil-A. Tell me about the founder. Huh? Great guy? Why? Huh? You forgot already? What'd you say?
Doesn't like gay people.
No, that's not true. Okay. What did he do with segregation?
Yeah, he went against it. He let black people start coming into the front entrance so they could eat with everybody. And then when the white people tried to get up and leave, he said, no, like, that's not what we're about here. Like, you're going to sit down and have a meal just like they will.
Yeah, 100% accurate. So in the South, restaurant was still segregated, his first restaurant. Black people could get food outside and not sit inside and eat. And he said, I'm done with that. Everyone's going to eat inside. And then what happened, Mario, when some black people tried to sit down and eat inside?
Some white people tried to leave, and then he chased after them, basically told, like, no, this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So here's what I would tell you. This kind of relates back to what we're talking about when Dr. King, Martin Luther King's daughter, was here. And to me, when she was talking about winning the battle, not the war. Do you think he was doing that to start like a national movement? No. Why do you think he did that?
Because he was right.
This is what he believed, right? And it's also the people he looks in the eye, right? That's the neighborhood. That's your community. Those are customers that you know and like. And so while I don't think he was going to try to win the whole war and say, no, everybody should be like this, for him it was more localized, which tends to be how we act, right? With social media, is that how it would play out today? Probably not, right? Okay, everybody on both sides would immediately freak out and chastise him, and then rumors start like what he likes and doesn't like. Okay, what else?
Not open on Sundays.
Not open on Sundays. Why not?
That's what he believed in and stuck to it.
Yeah, okay, why? Bless you. You're right, why? Huh?
He's a Christian, you don't work on Sundays.
Yeah, he wanted to give everybody the opportunity to not have to work on Sundays, okay? How'd that pay out? How'd that pay off for him?
Well,
Why?
More money than like McDonald's, which is open 24/7.
Yeah. A Chick-fil-A by itself makes more than McDonald's. McDonald's is open 7 days a week. Okay, good. What else?
It was like scrutinized because Sunday is supposed to be one of the highest like grossing income days for like fast food restaurants.
Yeah, good. Good. Okay, what else? What else about him that y'all remember?
Increases, like, demand because people are more likely to go to another day they can't go Sunday.
Yeah, supply and demand. Yeah, some of that. Cool. What else?
There was like people who were like, oh, let's change the recipe, and he was like, no, we're sticking with the chicken sandwich.
Yeah, they're talking about the menu, right? And we're looking at how can we expand, and what did he do? You're right. They're like, let's make some different things. Let's bring in some new customers. He sits back and he's listening. What's he say?
you're not going to change my recipe.
Don't change my chicken sandwich, right? Smart move? Yeah, argument. Probably. Peyton, what were you going to add?
That there was a restaurant manager who wanted to
open on Sunday.
Yep.
And when he found out about that, he personally drove down and fired him.
Yep. Yeah. Don't go against what we're doing here, okay? So, was he stubborn?
Yes.
Was he open-minded? Good or bad? Good. Why, Mario?
Well, I mean, he's very successful, so it goes to show like he balanced both. Like he stuck to his core values of like the chicken sandwich, but he was willing maybe to like change other things about the menu to like change with the times.
Absolutely. Good. I'll take it. Okay. Talk to me about what happened with the Navy ship. What do we remember?
The initial commander was like from last at first.
Yeah, had a terrible ship, right? Had a bad captain, new captain takes over. What's he do?
Meets with all the guys.
Meets with him, right? And does what?
Listens.
Listens. Yeah, ask questions, okay? Being strong-willed means you've got a shot at reaching your goal. What does that mean to you?
You're determined.
Huh?
You're determined.
What do you mean? Expand on that.
Well, so if you're strong-willed, that means like you have a goal in mind, and like you can make sure you succeed that goal. And so,
Good.
If you're gonna do that, if you're willing to do that, you have a decent shot of actually succeeding.
Okay, cool. Who else? Haley?
There's gonna be obstacles
Okay, and?
that you have to be strong-willed to overcome.
Okay, cool. Who else?
This means you're willing to sacrifice like a lot of daily things to like focus on your goals, so like it's very nothing to not helping you, I guess.
Okay, cool. I'll take it. Being open-minded means you've got a shot at taking other leaders with you. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean to y'all? Chris?
I guess the whole idea of open mind, taking other leaders with you is like, if you're open minded, you're going to listen to what other people have to say. You're going to take, other leaders' ideas with you on your journey to reach your goal, whatever you want to get done.
Cool, good. I would take that. Who else? Jeremy?
The book ended up saying something about how being open-minded allows you to go about and do approaches that you normally wouldn't, or attract other groups of people that you, if you were kind of like being all hands-on, wouldn't necessarily do. But also being stubborn enough to where you stand by what your core value, like the hill you're going to die on.
Yeah, okay.
And so, by being strong-willed, you have a shot at reaching your goal because you can be stubborn and have those hills you're going to die on. But by being open-minded, you allow other people to bring different perspectives, different backgrounds, and they can make approaches or help you understand where people like them are coming from.
Sure.
And be a better leader towards those people or inspiring them or whatever you're trying to do.
Cool. I'll take it. How many of you have been working on a group project? Get a group project, we dread them, right? You get the group project, we got to work on it, and we come up with a plan. Like, okay, here's our plan, here's what we're doing. We get halfway through the project, and it's going to shit. Like, oh my God, we're doing a terrible job. This is not what the assignment says. It's not going well. What do we do?
Don't say anything.
What? Why not, Kobe? Just keep going, guys. Don't look anywhere else. What do we do? Why?
I mean,
You leave a really bad review.
personally, I'll usually just be like, are we sure that's what we're gonna do? But all my group projects are usually like 3 girls and me.
Okay.
Because I'm a health major, and it doesn't go well. So I'm usually outnumbered, and they're like, well, you don't know what you're doing, and they kind of shut me down.
This is the best thing ever. Okay. And then what? What do we do? Why do we keep going with the crappy project?
Sunken cost,
Which is what? What's the problem, Taylor?
You've gone so far, you're just like, let's just keep going.
Let's just keep doing this shitty, bad grade project we're going to do. Why?
You don't want to go back.
It's too hard, guys. I'm out. I made a plan. I'm sticking with it. What did Teats just tell us to do?
Open your mind.
I didn't tell them.
We're already backing off immediately, okay? Should you stop and be like, guys, listen, should you pick the battle to die on, right? Girls, this isn't going well, right? You're going to fight that fight if you want, okay? Or you can choose not to and be like, oh, we'll just keep doing our shitty project and do a bad job and then wonder why we get a bad grade, okay? And get our dubs, okay? What does lead by principle mean? What does that mean to you? Lead. Huh? Knife, that's how you lead by principle? Oh, the irony. Wilkes, not going to make it. Okay. What do we got? What does that mean to you?
Through example.
Huh?
Through example.
Okay, meaning what? What does that mean?
Lead by principle, like living a life of principle of morals and having the integrity to do that all the time and not just like for show whenever you're being the leader, like within the spotlight.
Yeah. Okay. Is that hard?
I guess it depends on how integrated all those things are for you.
If you guys love to say lead by example in the core, and leadership is who you are when nobody's looking. Sound familiar? Right? Heard that before? Okay. Bullshit. Leadership is who you are when everyone is looking. When you're standing in front of your outfit, in front of your organization, in front of a group, and you know you're wrong. And they know you're wrong. And we're just going to keep doing the shitty project. Okay? If you have the courage to stop and say, nope, this is wrong. We're going to do it. We're going to do it right. Okay? If you have that courage, that is far harder to do. That's far more challenging. When nobody's looking, it's easy. Honestly, it's easy. You can make that tweak. You can make that adjustment. Can you do it in front of everybody? Okay? Absolutely right. Can you stick to the principle that you aim to stick at? Right? Most people don't. How many of you freshman year, you're getting yelled at. Your fish, knife handed, you look like that. Kind of, I don't know, it's not Fleming. He's got the shaved head. It's just getting yelled at, right? And how many of you had the thought, at least once, when I'm a sophomore, I'm not going to do this? What'd you do when you got here, sophomore? Did that same shit, didn't you, Kobe? Couldn't wait. Teats, boy. How'd you do both?
I just meant more like I made improvements. I think
Okay.
this goes for a lot of things in life, but like I made improvements, but I also wasn't perfect by any means. I fell into what I saw.
Okay, yeah, good. I'll take it.
I wasn't loud.
You weren't loud? No? Okay, why not?
Because I didn't think scream was effective. Scream was only effective for the first week.
Yeah, what happens after you start getting yelled at after a while?
Dissociate.
You just stand there. Here they go again. Okay. Yeah, right? It's that time of day, okay? So, and who's naturally, like, not loud? Who does not like yelling at people? Annika, what'd you do as a pisshead?
I was very bad.
Why?
Because I didn't have, like, I didn't have that, like, I don't know, the essence, I guess.
Okay. Do you have to be loud and scary to be stern and hard? No, why not, Cole?
The disappointed dad route's pretty effective.
Yeah. You ever screw up in high school? You ever did some real stupid shit? And instead of getting yelled at, and your parents pulled this, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. What'd you do? How'd that hurts, doesn't it? You just broke mom's heart? Are you kidding? You're like, just yell at me, right? It's easier, okay? Your dad's disappointed in you? Way more effective, right? Way more effective, okay? So you can do that, especially if you are the loud one. Try that. Be quiet on him sometime. It scares the hell out of people. We talked about Johnny Kim in here, right? Navy SEAL? Yeah, same thing. Time to go get wet and sandy? Okay. Your leadership can be reproduced in other team members. The reason most of you fall to the trap that you fell to as a pisshead is because that's what you saw. But at some point, you at least had the thought, I'm going to do it differently. And most of you don't hear. Most cadets seem very afraid to branch out and change anything. All right? So, we'll see how it goes. I'll do an exercise here in just a minute. All right, Kodak. What happened to Kodak? Have y'all seen film? Has anybody not seen film? Everyone's actually seen film? Okay, good. All right, we're not that old yet. What happened to Kodak?
They didn't develop the digital camera.
They did, right? But what did they do with it? They came up with the digital camera in the 70s. In the 70s, right? Came up with the digital camera and did what? Sold off pieces of the proprietary rights.
Because they made all their money on making film and developing film.
Bingo. All their money's on film. Where's Kodak now? What happened to Kodak?
It's for artsy white girls now.
Yeah. I saw a meme that said, turn in your art project on a VHS tape, just to be ironic, because then nobody will be able to play it. I thought it was funny. We don't know. Okay. So Kodak files for break. By the way, the film canisters, that's where everybody used to keep their drugs. Yeah, I don't know what everybody does now. Don't tell me, but that's where everybody. I worked at a country club in high school, and I was cleaning out a golf cart, and I found a film canister, and I threw it to the head pro. I'm like, hey, Somebody left their drugs in here, and he opened it, and there was friggin' weed in there. I had no idea. Okay, I thought adults like grew up and were mature. Nobody changes. Nobody changes or grows up. Okay, so Kodak didn't want to lose all their film industry. Had the rights to just clobber the market with digital cameras. Bombed. What about the drill bits? Mention drill bits in the book. David.
It talked about like people aren't in love with drill bits; they're in love with like making holes.
Correct.
You have to find like the best way to make a hole, not like how to improve the drill bits. So.
Bingo. So they're in a meeting, and we're talking about how great our sales are with drill bits. And he's like, they don't care about the drill bits. They're just trying to make holes. The minute somebody comes up with some laser that outdates our drill bits, we're done. Like our business goes away. So we can't fall in love with our drill bits. We have to fall in love with how do we make holes, which is falling in love with the problem. Yes, that's a good hiccup. Okay. Uber. What did taxis do? Has anybody been in a taxi? They're dog shit, right? Yeah. The credit card machine never works if they even have one. If you pay with cash, they never have any change. Yeah, he smells terrible, right? Uber comes along what the taxi companies do. What do you got?
Start lobbying to get them kicked out.
Yeah, okay, screw them. Instead of embracing it, being like, oh shit, let's change real fast and adapt. They're like, screw them. We'll just put our foot down and it'll work. How'd that go for taxis? Doo-doo, right? Okay. Uber took a problem we already had and just solved it in a different way. Do you know how the two dudes started it? How they came up with it? Does anybody know? Anybody in Maze? Okay, well, good. I have to do everybody's job. Two dudes are in an entrepreneurial convention in Paris, right? And they've actually already sold their first businesses. One of them sold it for like $50 million. The other one sold it for like $200 million. They're doing fine, okay? They're good, right, financially. And they're sitting there, and they can't get a cab in Paris, and it's raining, and they're watching all these cars go by. And they're like, why can't we just get in one of those cars? Uber. Didn't change the problem. Billionaires. Yes, sir.
You know what the name Uber? I don't know. What's
It's a German name. I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Uber just seems like I think great or super.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. Okay, so this is one of my all-time favorite signs that's ever happened. Okay. Our wins can come at too great a cost. What does that mean?
Sunk cost fallacy, like we commit to success so hard that sometimes the things we've spent getting that win don't equate to actual success.
Bingo. Okay, good. Now, this is hard. When you start an argument, what's your goal? To win. Why, Robert?
You would be right.
Because you want to be right. Okay. You ever been in an argument and they make a really good point? What do you do?
You see.
Stumble over it. What else do we do?
If it's a really good argument, I usually just kind of sit there and be like,
Okay, good. That's pretty rare. You shaking your head, Annika? What do you do?
I mean, just kind of like, just that, maybe I am wrong, just kind of,
How many of you that's completely foreign to? Right. Why, Chris? What do you do? They make a really good point. What do you do, Chris?
Just keep burning time. Just
Yeah.
trying to just burn them out.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not gonna
Sing and dance and yell and
Yeah,
scream.
pretty much, yeah.
It's not about the issue anymore. It's just let me be right. Okay. Is that the right way to handle it? No, not at all. Okay. Try this. It is? You have a girlfriend, Robert?
yes, sir.
How's that go? You have arguments all the time? You win all the arguments?
Most of the time.
Do you?
Sometimes.
So, oh, wait. We already went from most of the time to sometimes. Okay.
Most of the time, sometimes.
60% of the time it works? Every time. 80? Okay, fine. All right. Now, I'm warning you. Hang on. How long y'all been dating?
Like 4 or 5 months.
Oh, God bless her. Okay. Now, buckle up, because this is hard. Work, relationships, your parents, I don't care. Okay. Ask yourself, is it worth debating? Is it worth getting into it? Sometimes it is. 100%. Sometimes it is. Okay. What do I hope to accomplish by winning? Is my goal just to be right because I'm pissed and I'm stubborn and I'm always right? Okay? Taylor, did that hit home? Okay. What effect will it have on the relationship? Is she going to get pissed and leave me? Right? Are we going to not be friends anymore? Okay? Is there a cost to that? Okay? Are we going to lose some faith, lose some trust? Okay? And what's the motive? Why do I want to win? Just to be right?
Ego.
Ego? Yeah. Why else? It's pretty stupid, right? Okay.
More like to get your way.
To get your way?
A certain action
Okay.
involved.
All right. A strong will can do as much harm as good. Okay. You can actually hurt yourself. So, let's have some fun. Stand up. Find a partner. Just one person. Okay. Pick somebody who's going to go first. Okay.
Alright, I'll go first.
All right, I give you a few seconds to think about it, and then you're going to have 60 seconds to convince the other person. Okay? So you know who's going first? Everybody? Yeah, okay? Here's the topic that you have to convince the other person. People should have to take a parenting class before having a child.
Hell no.
People should have to take a parenting class before having a child. So think about it for a moment. Gather your thoughts. Okay? You got to convince the other person. All right? You have 60 seconds. Go. Okay. Starting the back. Who went? Tristan or Justin? How'd he do?
He did good.
Why?
Because I agreed with him.
Okay. Did you already agree with him? Okay, so we got built-in bias. Who went? How'd he do?
We went off topic.
Why? You said he did good? Why?
He did good. I was just trying to play devil's advocate.
And how'd it go?
Kind of good on my part.
How'd you do, Cole?
Started talking about evolution.
Okay, fair enough. So we have nobody's made up their mind about anything.
You can't win, you just
You change the subject? Thanks. Did my wife teach the other class that you attended? Yeah. What do we got? Who went? How'd he do?
Pretty solid. I brought up like a point that I didn't think about whenever I initially heard the question.
Oh my God! We learn something?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Because you taught more than I did today. Okay, who went?
Okay.
How'd she do?
She good.
Why?
I already agreed with it.
What was your stance?
Yes.
Did you already agreed with it? Okay. All right. Good. Who went? How'd he do? Terrible.
It's shitty.
Why?
Cause I don't know.
He was like playing both sides at first. He's like, oh, I don't know, like it could be good, but like I don't think everybody should have to take a class. But then it could be good because then like regardless of where you
Should
come
they?
from.
The problem word was.
So you were literally reasoning through it out loud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. You're not gonna win a debate. Who went? Not you two. The tall. Guy. How we get the 8-foot tall guys together? You went. How'd he do?
He was pretty good.
Why?
Because he was agreeable with what he was saying.
Oh, okay. I will take it. Who went over here? How'd he do?
Terrible.
Why?
He said there would be a test.
And?
Homework.
So you were out just because of homework and testing?
Yeah, homework and test.
Okay. Shouldn't that be reasonable? You gotta do. If you want to adopt a dog, you have to do this stuff. Not to have kids. Who went? How'd he do?
Did all right. I mean, he gave me all good reasons to not disagree with him. So.
All right. Fair enough. Who went? How'd he do?
He did very well because he said stuff that normally he would never agree with, and he completely catered to my point of view.
It was hard.
Okay. Who went? How'd he do?
Pretty good.
Why?
Because like he had he offered opinions on both sides, but ultimately came to like a single conclusion, and like we kind of came to the same agreement.
Okay. So we're Switzerland. We're non-committal, Robert? Is this how you win arguments?
But yeah, like,
I present both sides of merit.
Okay.
And then I tell them why I'm right on my side.
Okay, cool. All right. Now, same person is going again. Okay? And you have to convince them the opposite. Okay? Gather your thoughts here. Same topic, opposite. Okay? We should not have a class. 60 seconds, go! You got 35 seconds left. All right, start in front here. How'd he do?
Decent. It's like about the same.
Just reason through the same argument?
No, like he was pretty agreeable and like kind of saw my point of view and like we kind of both came to a similar conclusion.
Okay, I'll take it.
You did better, but like,
Damn right.
you didn't convince me, but this time you actually had reasons. Like
Okay.
multiple reasons.
Okay, so you listened, but you weren't convinced. Cool, I'll take it. How'd we do? Yeah? Why? Why was she good?
She brought up some points.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, whenever we started, I thought I was supposed to counter.
Oh, okay.
So I already started like.
So you're already working against her from the get-go? That's fine. How'd y'all do?
Kind of same thing, like misunderstood, but.
No worries. So how'd he do?
I mean, it's pretty solid, I say.
Okay. How'd we do here?
Good.
Is he any better?
He wasn't as convincing this time.
Why?
Because he was like dying on the hill last time. So now
So he had a stronger stance, right? Okay, cool. We can see the conviction. How'd we do?
he had good points.
Yeah, and?
For sure.
So where are you at?
I mean, I saw what he was arguing for, so.
Okay, so what do you which one are we doing? Which one do you think is right? Class or no class?
Honestly, I would say no class.
Okay. He's all excited.
No, because I mean, I would say no class because, like, who's to say that the person teaching the class knows how to parent a kid?
Who's to say I know shit about leadership? Right? Okay, fair enough. What do we got?
He was good again.
Why?
He just reversed it and then agreeable.
Okay, good. He's just agree. We just like Chris. He's just a nice guy.
All right.
Okay, good. Where are we at?
He did better this time.
Why?
Because if I don't take the class, I don't have to take the test.
I see where your motives are. How'd he do?
He did pretty good this time. Last time there was a lot of like logical arguments and stuff like that. This time he just kind of appealed to ego.
I think I killed David. I'm sorry. Right. We have no idea, right?
That was a good one. That
Yeah,
was a
good.
one.
Okay, self-deprecating. Okay, how we do?
Very well. He once again appealed to my interests.
Okay, all right. So we played the audience a little bit. Yeah. Okay, cool. We ready to switch roles?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, this one's good. Let's see which one we want to do. Do we want to do human organs or social media?
Organs.
Okay, all right. So, next person speaks. So we got to switch. You good? Okay. Next person's turn to go. All right. So now you get revenge to see how it works. We should legalize the sale of human organs. Okay.
Are we advocating for? Or are we
Yes, you're advocating to legalize the sale of human. So I should be able to sell my organs if I want. Okay. Right now, so you can donate them, but you can't sell them.
Oh, so this is your own organs, not like black.
Not legal.
It's not like a
Not
market
legal.
for it?
Not legally, correct. There's a huge market for them. You cannot sell your own organs. It is illegal. You can donate them, huh?
Can we sell it to whoever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But it has to be legal, right? We want to legalize the sale of human organs. Okay. You good? You ready? Go ahead, 60 seconds.
Everyone's going too long, he's right? Like he wasn't
He's
sure.
right.
Like he wasn't sure.
He's convincing you.
Okay.
Just trying to get you to agree.
Right, so like you should be able to sell one if the time needed to get like the basic necessities. You can do it without it. Obviously,
Okay. Starting back. Well, start back here. They're still going. Who went? You went, right? How'd you do? Why?
She kind of like compared it to the legalization of marijuana.
Okay.
So like, I feel like if you, let's say someone is in a position within government, they don't really want marijuana to be legalized.
Yeah.
Then they, and it's going to be going that way anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well legalize it and then just tax it a whole lot.
Sure.
So the government makes money back, and it kind of makes it harder for people to get it.
Okay. I'll take it. So where are you at? Should we legalize it?
No.
Okay, good. Who went? You went? How did he do?
He was solid at first, and then like started digging himself into a hole.
You faded down the stretch? Okay. How do we do?
He did good. It made it like an ethical thing. Like he compared like if a family is in need of money or something like that. Like
Okay.
should like the dad not be able to sell his kid.
Yeah, forget it. I got two. I don't need them both, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, cool. Where are we at?
He did a great job. It boosts the economy. He made that point. It just
Whole new market,
exactly
bro.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
It just great.
So you're on board?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, where are we at? Yeah.
Like compared it to people give blood and sell that now, so.
Okay, I'll take it.
He did a really good job. He
What?
compared it to a lot of the same things some other people did.
Okay.
And kind of was like appealing to that, like, it's who's gonna tell you like you can't do that?
Okay.
You're already donating it. Why not make some money? Like if you
Sure.
need it, so.
Forget philanthropy. Let's turn a profit. What do we got?
He did pretty good. He made a libertarian appeal. I can't really agree with it though, because I can't get over the morality of it.
Okay, okay, good, fair enough. So you understood his point, but you don't agree. Perfect. We'll talk about that. How we do?
She did well.
Why?
It made me consider a bunch of points that I hadn't thought of before.
Oh my God. How's that feel?
I don't know. I still disagree.
Fine, fair enough. How do we do?
He did pretty good.
Why?
He had some interesting points.
Okay.
I hadn't considered before, kind of similar to
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Same thing. You have to take the opposite side now. Okay. Why should it not be legal? Okay. Same person. All right. Okay. They're your thoughts. All right. You good?
We're good.
Okay. 60 seconds. Go. All right, let's see how we did. Start up here with you guys.
He did pretty good.
Why? You guys say the same thing. Why?
I don't know. We had more of a conversational approach to it this time.
Okay. All right. So why was that better?
Because we both got to share our ideas and get to a common ground.
Okay, cool. I'll take it. How we do?
Kind of bombed.
Why?
At the end. He started out good, like talking about like from a business standpoint, it'd be hard to manage a company like that, distributing and selling organs.
Just like beer, man. It's not any different.
And he started just like he just threw some stuff at the wall and was trying to see what would stick.
Okay, so he had you for a minute, and then he just went to hell, right?
Yeah.
Okay, him and Riley, the same boat. How do we do here?
Like, yeah, she brought up a point I wasn't thinking about, so.
Which was what?
She was thinking like ethical. I was like thinking, how are you gonna control the cost of it?
Okay, right. So how many of you were like, who's going to let people sell their organs? Because people will sell anything, right? I'm going to sell it whether I need it or not, okay? And you're just like, well, let's figure out the bottom line. That shit's not important.
Like, we're gonna like, start selling it from $1 million, and then it's like,
Sure.
it makes no sense.
Okay. How'd we do?
She did pretty good.
Why?
Well, I mean, I guess she did okay. One thing was that, she was talking about, like, what if, like, you're in a certain situation where you're trying to give away your organs, you're already on the operating table, and there's something wrong.
Okay.
But I feel like if you're already at that point, you've already would have been checked out enough for that to not happen. But
Okay. So we saw some holes in it.
yes.
Okay, weren't sold. How'd we do here?
Good, better than,
Why? Why?
it's just like her argument.
You got better points?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you at?
Not litigation.
Okay, why not?
There's too many things that you gotta like, that you have to write legislation to protect against.
So?
I think people would be able to find workarounds that need.
How so?
Well, like you gotta, like protecting people that can't make that decision for themselves and stuff
Okay.
like that. They can be discovered.
Okay.
And, like arguments is like with assisted suicide.
That's the other topic I almost chose, whether you should be able to do that or not. Okay. How'd we do?
He made a good point that like say there's gonna be more criminal activity and like people killing either taking the people's organs and stuff.
Yeah, if kidneys start selling for $1 million, what's going to happen? Yeah. Yeah. There's a, okay, cool. There's a great movie called The Island. If you've ever seen it with a super hot chick. What's her name? Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. And they harvest organs, right? They grow your clone to harvest your organs, but they don't tell people that they're actually growing a clone. They just tell you it's like a sack of organs, and then they escape. It's a good movie. What do we got? How do we do?
He made some great points. I'm not gonna lie, everything would be like flawless, it'd be like GTA in real life.
Okay.
But like at the same time, I'm still on edge, like I think, big boost in the economy. I don't know, though. I'm still seeing the pros,
Okay, how do we do here?
He definitely had a weaker argument this time.
Okay, why?
His one point was that if it gets legalized, it can be taxed.
Yeah, that was it? That's all we had to stand on?
And I mean, I don't agree with it being legal, but that was a good argument.
Didn't sell you? Okay, where are we at?
He did really good. He flipped it from like freedom and like all like make your money
Yeah.
to like more moral and like a little bit of fear mongering that like there's no one to control it right now.
Okay.
Really a lot of the points everyone else was bringing up.
Okay.
He was bringing up too.
All right, cool. Last ones?
She did well. She just appealed to everything I already agree with, so.
Okay, cool. Have a seat. Do we get everybody? All right, have a seat. Tell me, what happened with Spanx?
Huge success.
Why? By the way, I usually find images for you guys, and there were not very many images of Spanx I felt comfortable putting on a PowerPoint in class for you guys. Okay. Well, why was she a big success? What, will you have questions now?
No.
Okay. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Why?
It was a success because she really wanted it to work out and had no clue what she was really doing.
Yeah, how'd she do it?
She just went around, showed everybody her product until somebody finally said, yeah.
Yeah, and what did she learn after? What did she learn that was wrong about that or abnormal?
It was like the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah. So was she wrong?
No.
Why not?
Because it worked.
Shit worked, right? What's she worth now? Billions with a B. Okay? Yeah. So had a vision. I'm going to make this, I'm going to make it work. Did she have some blind spots? Did it matter? Not really. Okay? This is not unlike how I got my first job. Right? I literally called, have I told you all this? I called the dude nonstop for like 8 weeks in a row. Okay, his company I wanted to work at, I always left polite voicemail. I got to know his gatekeeper, right? Hey, Loretta, it's Darren. How are you? Right? Okay, and I called all the time. I never lost my temper, never got mad, just left a voicemail. There were several companies I want to work at, but this one I really want to work at. And finally, she's like, I got on the phone, hey, Loretta, it's Darren, Mr. McNamara in. She's like, no, but call tomorrow between 8 and 8:15. I'm like, cool. Set my alarm, get up, clear my throat, because I'm your guys' age. And I call, I'm like, hey, Loretta, it's Darren. She's like, Darren, hold on. Okay, I'm on hold for like 5-10 minutes. I'm on hold for a while. Right, he comes on. Darren, be here Monday morning, 8 a.m. Yes! Shit! I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I'm like, is this an interview? I just knew that I wanted to work at that company, and he was in charge. So I called him all the time until he would meet with me. So I show up Monday morning, I bring resume, dress nice, all stuff. I'm like, I really don't know what I'm getting into, but I'm going to do my best to make a good impression. And I had to wait for quite a while. So like 8:30, whatever, he comes down. He's like, hey, sorry I'm late. I lost my best friend to cancer this weekend. I was like, okay, guy I don't know. Will you hire me, right? So awkward start. We go up his office, unbelievable view of the city, all this sports memorabilia. We met for 30 minutes, and he spoke for 29 and a half of those minutes. All he did was tell me how to get a job with his company. And he goes, I don't hire anybody. He goes, the only reason you're here is because I'm curious about you. He's like, I've never had anyone be this persistent before. All right? And he's like, here's my managers. Call them and tell them I told you to call, and I was working there a few weeks later. Okay? It's a totally stupid way to go about it. Did it work? Absolutely. Okay? So some of it was vision, some of it was blind spots. Okay? What's rookie smarts? David?
Kind of like the saying, ignorance is bliss. Like, they're too dumb for their own good. They just go and don't worry about any of the consequences of it. Like, probably stop someone who's more experienced.
Yeah. Okay. Good. What else?
They have a new perspective.
They have what?
A new perspective.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. All right. Good. Okay. What happened with Glossier? Makeup company. What happened with that one? What did she do?
She listened to like the customers, like the fan base, and made like cheaper products than like everyone else. She kind of like cut the prices, like beat them on prices, I guess, and just like made what people wanted.
Yeah. What is the fashion industry? How do they sell to you?
Make you feel like you don't look good.
Yeah, but thanks, but they make you what?
Make it. You feel like you're like ugly and that you need these products.
Yeah.
To look good.
Yeah. So the specific type of advertising where we're getting here, Robert, is if you don't have our product, you look like shit. Okay. They want to make you feel like a piece of crap. What did all the people tell her that started Glossier? What did they tell her? The opposite of that, right? Don't make it about all that stuff. Just like make a normal product that we like and we can afford. How much is she worth? A lot of money. Okay, I think she's a billionaire also. Okay, she walked around and listened. This is not what Apple does. This is not in the book. Apple does not product test. They're not going to ask you for feedback sessions. Apple is going to come up with something and convince you that you need it. They are the polar opposite. Okay, is one better than the other? Which one?
Apple.
Why?
Because it's cooler.
Who's got Android? Yeah, Taylor's immediately uncomfortable. Okay, is it cooler?
What?
Apple.
Well, not Apple. I think the concept in itself is cooler. That
Okay.
they're going to make something. They're going to innovate and like create a new trend.
Both work.
Yeah.
Okay, both can absolutely work. All right. Welcome to your career. Like you guys are all about to be the FNG in your companies. Okay, fun new guy. It doesn't stand for fun. What do you got?
That marketing style is actually the main reason I used to buy from Apple.
Okay, why?
If your product's good, I'll buy it. I don't need you to tell me it's good because it's good.
All right, I'll take it. Okay. Now, caution. Okay, there's some dangers in here. What happened to JCPenney?
Internet shopping.
Huh?
Internet shopping.
Internet shop. Yeah, part of it. But where did the CEO come from? They got fired in 2 years. Apple and Target. And in 2 years, their stock went to half, and he got fired. Not only did he like ruin it, he ran that son of a bitch into the ground and then lit it on fire. Okay, good experience, and just didn't listen to anybody about retail and large stores. Okay, and it went horribly. Okay, your blind spots are often close to your strengths. Okay, you got some things that you're good at, and you've been good at, but sometimes there's problems in there that you don't see. That can go undetected in a lot of your career. You might be stubborn or strong-willed, and that's beneficial. It got you here, and it's getting your degree, and you're getting your job, and where you're going. Just be careful in there, okay? Because that's where there can be some real blind spots, okay? Usually has very little to do with your actual intelligence, all right? Fearless and risk takers. There's good and bad in that. How many of you last semester got your constraints? We're doing constraints, right? And we told you what you're not good at. And how many of you were like, yeah, I'm good? How many of you thought you saw me like, well, I already knew that, or I don't care? Why?
I just feel like I already knew my strengths and weaknesses pretty well.
Yeah. And are they bad? Are they bad all the time? No, not all the time. Okay? We all have weaknesses. It doesn't mean they're bad all the time. If you're stubborn, right, that's not bad all the time. If you're shy and quiet, not bad all the time. Just know you have to counter that. Okay? If you're shy and quiet and you go to a job interview, you got to talk about yourself. Right? Some of you genuinely don't like doing it. Some of you love it. Okay? All right. Okay, good. We're good. How do we get to the moon?
We flew there.
Good. Okay. Who got us there? Okay. Who? Someone can read. Okay. He was dead, but he started it. Okay. The average age was how old in Mission Control? 27 years old. All right. They were landing, and the 40-year-old in the room was like, abort, call this off. 23-year-old, calm, cool, and collective. It's like, bro, we got 30 seconds of fuel left. How many of you, like, your car is on E, and you're like, oh, I got like 15 more miles. Yep. Right? Okay? Same exact thing. They were too dumb to know any better. Well, they weren't really dumb, but they were adaptive enough to be like, let's do it. Let's take the risk. We've got enough. We can get there. Okay? How did Netflix start?
Mailing CDs.
Mailing CDs. Does everybody know that? They still mail CDs, DVDs. Okay? Yeah. So I have students to be like, no, they didn't. That's how they started. Okay? And this guy gets a late fee from Blockbuster. He lost a video. He gets this massive late fee. Starts Netflix. Okay? There weren't like all smart TVs, and the bandwidth wasn't good enough, right? We couldn't stream everything. Not very long ago, that's why they mailed them. And you can still get them mailed, and the selection's far bigger. Okay? And they go to Blockbuster, and they're like, look, this is where everything's going. Everything's going to go digital. We'll bring you along. We need your name. You have 3,000 stores, right? You can buy us for $10 million. Blockbuster's like, huh, excuse me. We are Blockbuster. We don't need your shit, okay? They come back later. Netflix comes back. You can buy us for $50 million, okay? We're going off like a rocket ship. You guys are going to die. You don't see it. But you can buy us for $50 million. We'll go together. Blockbuster. No, thank you. How many Blockbusters are left? One. It's in Bend, Oregon. It's struggling to stay open. And then Netflix made a show about Blockbuster. And even that got canceled. I think they only made it one season, okay? The irony in that. Why did Blockbuster fail?
They didn't innovate.
Yeah, what did they not want to give up?
Like their staple, what made them Blockbuster.
The late fees. Just like Kodak. Late fees were 60% of their business. You forgetting to return the DVD was over half of their revenue. And now they gone like dinosaurs. Okay? So, now what? Please take what we talk about and learn and make yourself just a little bit better. Just a little bit better than who you were yesterday. Because this is hard. It's hard to get in an argument and stop and be like, wait, why do I care? Why do I want to win the argument? Does it really matter? Will it hurt a relationship? Okay? It's actually hard to do that. It's hard for most of us to stop and be like, bro, that's a really good point. You just changed my mind. Yet all of you said that. All of you are like, oh, they brought up something I hadn't thought of. Okay? All of you have something to offer, and all of you have something to learn. So please take the opportunity we have in SOMS and apply it to any other part of your life. Just try to be a little bit better than who you were yesterday. You do that, you'll be awesome. Cool? Questions, comments, feedback? Tired? Want to leave? David, anything to add? Go be awesome. Have a wonderful week.